Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Breadly Assassin. This is the Breadly Assassin live stream here on YouTube. I'd like to welcome everybody back and thank everyone for taking some time out of their day to give us some views. All the likes and subscribes we get are greatly appreciated. As you can see in the title, we're going to touch on a few things. Obviously, the most important and most obvious today is the flash crash, so to speak, that we had this morning. I hope those people that were monitoring the market when that went down were able to take advantage of buying opportunities that presented itself this morning. I know it looks scary and that happens pretty often, but if some of us are in position to make great and fantastic opportunities to buy in, then congratulations for those that were able to pull that off. I personally bought a little bit of a upcoming coin that was suggested by a member, one of our followers here, called Peerex, Peerex, and we'll touch on that in a minute. So I was and of course, as you can see, we're recovering very, very nicely. I just want to touch on a few things here as far as the flash crash is concerned before we get too far into the Chainlink news I found, as well as the little bit we're going to touch on the Peerex thing. I kind of feel it could possibly be like a dark horse or a little sleeper coin. I personally invested a little bit in it as just to give me a reason to monitor the coin and in hopes it becomes something special. But what we're going to do is we're going to pop on over to the display capture, as I'd like to show everyone some results from the flash crash and where we are now to show you how fast the market can rebound. Let's go ahead and pop on over. And as you can see, this is Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, we touched, let's see right here, we touched 47.5, about 47,700, give or take, as you can see right here. And that obviously presented a fantastic buying opportunity. As you can see, the candle was just pushed straight back up at that time and then recovered and is now gradually building back up to in hopes to get back to where we were. And right now we're sitting at about $54,400, so to speak. So recovering nicely. And we'll show you what the flash crash had effects on the effects it had on some other coins that we watch. As you can see here, Dogecoin flash crash down to 4.5 cents, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, another fantastic buying opportunity during that crash, as we're already recovered back to about 5.3 cents or so. And as far as Vechain, another coin that I'm very bullish on and like to monitor, that was an amazing buying opportunity, as Vechain went all the way back down to 4 cents for an instance really quickly during the flash crash, and quickly recovered and is still running back up and is all the way back up to 5 cents. So the market's in repair mode, so to speak. You know, we were I mean, things were looking pretty crazy and perhaps we're overbought. So so the correction was expected, but this was more of a sell-off flash crash, so to speak. But those things happen, and we're okay. We are recovering. All right, so let me see if I could catch up on a little bit of chat, and then we will move on to some other topics. Mr. Mike Hernandez says, I doubled my position in all 11 of my cryptos. I even cashed out of all of them. Congratulations on doubling up on your position. That's all. That's what these dips and crashes are all about for those that are believers and are capable of holding and not panicking. So congratulations. Mr. Corey Dismuke says, I finally bought 500 Vechain. Thanks for lacing my shoes up. No problem, my friend. Congratulations on the purchase. Very excited for you. As you guys know that follow me, I believe Vechain is an amazing project, and things are looking very good in that space. Mr. Aaron Marsh asks, what do I think about Elon and his metaphor with the fork? Well, we touched on all that yesterday after, while those tweets were coming out and day before. We always follow that kind of stuff as it directly affects the market, and specifically Dogecoin. But it's hard to say. I don't know if that means he knows something we don't, or if he's just speculating as we do. Obviously, he's very bullish on Dogecoin, and Tesla, his corporation Tesla, has invested recently in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does come out and fork and these situations that people are speculating on, it's going to be substantial, to say the least. Let's see if I can find any information on something I perhaps would have missed. So I'm reading something right here that was released less than a day ago. I'll let everyone see. And it seems like speculation right now, but it's still worth touching on. Here we're reading, this is Jian Wu indicating an upcoming Bitcoin hard fork. And it says, this gentleman has signaled a possibility of Bitcoin hard fork. The idea of a network split came due to some internal power dispute among the co-founders of Vechain. The possible split could disrupt the cryptocurrency community, and the crypto sphere might witness a sharp fall in prices. And this seems like speculation, but I guess you have to report on it if it's potential news like this. Bitcoin hard fork means a change in the network's protocol, converting invalid transactions and blocks to valid. Mr. Wu is the co-founder of Vechain, one of the most valuable Bitcoin mining firms. The firm is known to hold an enormous hash rate of Bitcoin, as its ant pool is currently mining 16.4% of all the blocks. Observing the cases, it seems like Mr. Wu is having reasonable control over the mining operations in Bitcoin. The aforementioned fact makes Wu highly influential in the community of the flagship cryptocurrency. Recently, following Mr. Wu's Twitter feed, it is observed that he was asking for a possible Bitcoin hard fork. However, the split was expected to disrupt the community and sharp falls of the price in the cryptocurrency. Yeah, so it kind of reads like he was just hoping or asking for it. It seems more like speculation at this point based on this gentleman's, I guess, request, or at least mention of it, suggestion of it perhaps. So it seems as though it's nothing concrete, but definitely reported news that he was at least inquiring about a hard fork. So it looks like that's where the news is coming from. Unless there's more that I haven't seen, of course, and we are fully open ears and welcome any opinions and suggestions on those topics. But we are recovering nicely from at least this flash crash. So let's move on and touch some of the topics in the headlines from today's Breadly Assassin live stream title. See here. First, I think we will do a coin market cap recap really quickly. We'll start off with that, then we'll move into the Chainlink news that I found for everyone. And as you can see here, the market cap is already back up to $1,665 billion after the flash crash just this morning. Bitcoin sitting at about $54,000, still over $1 trillion market cap. Ethereum at $1,775. Bitcoin, Binance Coin at number 3 at $267. Cardano in the number 4 spot, back up to $1.06 already. Tether, the dollar coin, at $1. Polkadot number 6 at $36.59. XRP XRP actually didn't even sustain much of a blow at the number 7 spot at 57 cents. Litecoin down to 205. And the aforementioned Chainlink, which we'll touch on in a second, in the number 9 spot at $31.27. And Bitcoin rounding out the top 10 at $627. Some other coins we like to touch on when doing coin market cap reviews here at the Bradley Assassin live stream are Stellar Lumens at 46 cents, Uniswap at $27. We have Dogecoin, the ultra popular Dogecoin at 5.3 cents. We have Tron at 5.4 cents. Theta at $3.35. Vechain down to the number 30 spot, my favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space. Knocked down a few spots, holding at 4.9 cents, almost 5 cents again. And then the Graph, who I'm also invested in, that I like to monitor, down to $2.06. And obviously, as you can see, a lot of red today as a result of the flash crash this morning. So moving on to the Chainlink news that I had found for everyone that follows and monitors Chainlink, and I personally am invested in Chainlink. You can see here, now this is 2 days old, but I didn't find the article till today. It says Chainlink integrates with, if I'm pronouncing this right, Danao FinTech to support retail Bitcoin payments. This is actually pretty substantial news that somehow flew under the radar, as happens with a lot of these altcoins, because everybody wants to talk about Bitcoin and Ether, but this is super important. Moving down a little bit, I'll go ahead and read it out since we have some time. It says, despite the selling pressure visible at the time of writing, Chainlink has proven to be one of the largest decentralized finance projects in terms of its market capitalization of $14.10. I'm sorry, $14.10 billion. Given its standing in the market and strong fundamentals, overall adoption has also been on a rise. Recently, Dano FinTech, a virtual asset payment service provider, announced using Chainlink oracles in commercializing Bitcoin payments in South Korea. It will be leveraging the Vechain wallet, while the oracles will provide access to real-time market prices when converting Bitcoin to Vechain's digital currency, PCI. And that's what I touched on before with Chainlink, how its oracles are bringing real-world data into smart contracts. And moving on, it says Danao has been one of the largest payment gateways in South Korea, and it launched a blockchain-based virtual asset payment service with Vechain in April of 2019. As the Chainlink oracles get integrated into this service, check this out, they will be available to over 60,000 merchants in the country. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm so bullish on Chainlink, and why I'm always saying that I personally feel it's a fantastic long-term investment, because as smart contracts grow and blockchains grow and company and projects grow, Chainlink is going to be there, allowing real world data to be brought into all of their smart contracts. And it's got a little bit more information here, but basically you guys get the idea. And I will swing on back so we can do some try and catch up on chat here. Okay, welcome Crypto Faring from Thailand. Good to see you, my friend. Vechain baby, welcome back. Says discussing with Mike Hernandez, says it will recover following week. Did you watch this video? Okay. Mr. Kyle Hamilton, he says, I have a stock tip for you. Buy CEMEX, CEMEX. With Biden's new infrastructure plan, we're going to be using so much concrete. High monetary value is incalculable. Perhaps, thank you for the suggestion, my friend. For those that are interested in checking out that suggestion from one of our valued community members, please do so. And speaking of hunches on stocks and upcoming and, you know, possible winners and that sort of thing, this coin was recommended for me to research by a member here in the live stream. And like I mentioned to everyone, I always do my best to try and research the coins that you ladies and gentlemen suggest. And this time, this one kind of caught my eye because we've all seen what DeFi has done to the crypto space and how quickly. Let me get my phone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so like I was saying, I apologize about that. With what we've seen with what DeFi does to the crypto space and how the DeFi coins and exchange coins and stuff really take off. A gentleman suggested that I look at the coin Peerex, Peerex, and we're gonna pop on over right now so that I can let you guys see what we're talking about here. And the cool thing about this exchange, upcoming exchange for DeFi and stuff like that, is they have a roadmap, and it's kind of broken down very simply so you can see when things are about to start happening. So I felt, based on the suggestion of the gentleman in the chat, that he was right, that it's worth taking a shot on because the coins are so inexpensive right now. And if they do become an exchange where DeFi starts being traded on their exchange and things work out, I think you could see some substantial gains. And it can be a small investment depending, you choose what you want to invest, obviously, but I'll show you what we mean by the price of the coins. Let's pop on over to display capture real quick. So here is the Peerex site, and it's called the Peerex network, and they have a white paper that you can go and read, and they explain, what they plan on doing and what it is and that stuff. But if you come down here, you go to how it works. They have a nice little diagram for everyone to see. Basically, like it says, you fund the account. It says you sign up and add Ethereum or the ERC20 tokens to your Peerex smart account and get started. Then you create an order. Create an order as per your preferred rate. Smart contract will find the best available rate, confirm, and swap. So it's similar to like Uniswap, and obviously the smart contracts will using, I don't know if this company is using Chainlink oracles or not, but in some fashion, they bring in the real world data, which allows for DeFi, aka Chainlink, and then you earn perks for every successful transaction. And this is just like a little bonus that they have for using their platform. And then it goes on and gives you all the features. No KYC, no registration required, no data collected peer-to-peer. It's basically everything you want in DeFi. And then, of course, they give you the token distribution so you can see where all the fees and everything are going. And the roadmap is what really turned me on to the coin because of how soon this seems to be falling into place. And right now it feels like you'd be getting in before the storm, so to speak. In the first quarter of 2021, which we're in now, platform beta testing, second round of staking, aggregator swap exchange, marketing campaign, and code audit. Okay. And then in the second quarter of 2021, which is, let's see, you got January, February, March, April, May, June, you got platform release, huge, important, a GitHub code release, CEX listing, user acquisition, NFT marketplace powered by Peerex. So this seems to be coming in the next few months, which is huge. It's actually a platform release. And then in the third quarter of 21, it says you can expect a lending and borrowing platform goes live, Peerex cross-chain network, marketing campaign, buyback programs. So this is all happening this year, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me show you. We're going to pop back to our main chat here. And I actually made a little Peerex graphic for everyone so we can take a look at coin pricing and why I think it's a fantastic opportunity, at least worth the risk. So let's see if we can get that Peerex graphic, please. And here we go. This is the Peerex network right now, ladies and gentlemen, at half a penny. That's right. Not even 1 cent yet, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I was saying, I personally bought some today because, I mean, at half a penny, in my personal opinion, it's worth the risk, being that if you throw a few $100s at it or whatever you can afford to invest, you get a significant amount of coins, obviously, which in turn, if and when the project starts to come into fruition in the next few months, and if it gains some attention and people start using it for DeFi, I would think the coin should go up in value, obviously. So something you might want to consider. And it's a little bit tricky to acquire this coin right now, especially for those of us that are in the States and in restricted states and that sort of stuff. And even more so, it's even difficult to find for those that are familiar with the crypto space. So what I did was I went through the whole process today and found the simplest way to acquire Peerex if you're interested. And again, I have no affiliation with this at all. I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor. I just thought it looked like a decent opportunity. So what you're going to need to do, for those that are in the DeFi space, this won't be difficult at all. For those that are not familiar with how swap exchanges work and stuff like that, it might be a little taxing, but it's still very simple if you just take your time. And let me show everyone what I mean. We're going to pop back on over to the main chat first. And then we're going to go to display capture and I'll show everybody. First thing you're going to need to do, well, let me, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote over my, my previous window. So let's go to Uniswap. Okay. So being that it's an Ethereum traded token, you're gonna need to find an exchange that can swap for you. And Uniswap right now is very popular, and we'll take care of that for you. And what Uniswap is, it's a decentralized trading protocol. It allows you to trade coins, swap coins. Now, to be able to use Uniswap, you need to link a wallet to it. And the most popular and easiest to use is MetaMask. Basically, you just come to metamask.io and you'll download the MetaMask application. And if you're using Google or Firefox or most all browsers, what it does, it actually installs a clickable application on your browser that you just click and boom, it opens up a wallet for you. And the wallet allows you to either purchase Ethereum right here, or you can receive Ethereum. You can send yourself Ethereum from another wallet. So once you create your MetaMask wallet, and then you fund your MetaMask wallet with Ethereum, you can go back to Uniswap, and here you'll have use Uniswap, and then you link your MetaMask wallet to Uniswap. As you can see here, you have the wallet linked up here, and then you can choose to swap right here. You'll swap Ethereum, and then in this case we're looking for Peerex, Peerex, which is Peerex network, and you can see that you can just directly swap your Ethereum for Peerex, Peerex, if you choose to. And I'll do some more research on the coin if you're not too sure, but just to give you an idea of this, works for a lot of coins, on almost all coins in the Ethereum network. And it's one way to get the Peerex tokens right now. Obviously, you want to, if you're interested in it, you're going to want to do it when they're half a penny, as opposed to hopefully when they start to get some interest into the project later on in the year. So that's just touching on Peerex. And again, not affiliated with them in any way. It just looks like a decent risk, to say the least. Okay, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to catch up on some chat real quick. I'd like to thank everyone for being patient while we touch on the Chainlink news and touch on the Peerex possibilities. 224 people in the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and 55 likes. Looks like we have a lot of room for likes and subscribes. If anybody is interested in liking and then of course subscribing, and you are enjoying yourself here, please don't forget to turn on the notification, as you don't miss when we go live every day here on the Bradley Assassin live stream. And you'll also be notified whenever we have our giveaways that we do every week. Every week we do free giveaways here, whether it be cryptocurrency coins or merchandise from the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel and the Bradley Assassin live stream. So make sure you click on those. It's completely free, and it helps the channel grow. Stephen Toth, any word on HTR? No, that is 2 coins away in my research list. I had to catch up on Peerex. We did Pancake Swap. We did the Pi Network. So yes, sir, it's coming up soon. As soon as I get some information, we will discuss it. Yes, unfortunately, like Mr. RD Flash 2 says, the Ethereum fees right now are ridiculous. The gas fees are ridiculous, which is why the Binance Smart Chain kind of took off in the DeFi space over there, because the fees are really low. That's why I personally think, after looking into the Peerex network, that it could be another option for people to move on to do their DeFi trading at substantially low cost in comparison to the Ethereum networks. Okay, and Mr. Mike Hernandez with the $5 super chat says, a question on Peerex. What would make it better than Flexa? Flexa currently controls 70% of the payment exchanged as far as the DeFi list goes. Well, it's just another option. You know, we don't know who's going to be using it, and in a few months we don't know if the Flexa fees are going to be affected any more or less. But anytime you're moving into a DeFi space and you have an option to invest into something that can be in the DeFi space at half a penny, I think it's worth it. Like I said, please do your own research and whatnot. I mean, I'm not saying you're not wrong. It sounds fantastic, the comment you made, but I just think for the cost, I think it might be worth looking into. And then Mr. G at the $5.49 super chat says, what do you think about the Vechain tool chain and its comparison to Amazon Web Service? Yeah, so we touched on that a few days ago. Obviously, Vechain's tool chain is kind of the package for businesses, kind of a way to make it very easy and simple for businesses to get into the Vechain network and the Vechain blockchain project very easily. Seems, from my understanding, it's their version of Amazon Web Service. That's what it's being compared to. So yeah, if they have the project in place, Vechain's tool chain, and they can present that whenever approaching businesses or potential clients about bringing or converting their systems or their supply chain, whatever it may be, into the Vechain network, and there is a process in place to make it simple and cost effective for them, I think that ultimately is fantastic as far as bringing in new clients, ease of use, ease of transfer. In fact, if you go and do the research on Toolchain, they have a nice write-up, and it says that in many situations, regardless of how big or how small the company is that is interested in moving into the Vechain space, they can get businesses completely streamlined and working on the Vechain, from what I read, in a matter of hours, for like little to very little cost. So obviously that's going to be your smaller companies, but yeah, it is in place and it seems to be working, and it's great news for the future of Vechain, as to be able to bring in new clients and new companies very easily. So thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, my friend. Yes, and Mr. RW7610 says, Doge just getting started. Look how it survived today's crypto bloodbath. Yes, we are recovering very nicely from the flash crash, as many people that monitor the space were able to take advantage of buying opportunities when the crash occurred, and you can see how quickly we recovered from it and are still recovering now. And like I said, I personally, I was kind of, all my investments are in my coin that I'm not touching. I didn't have a ton of liquidity left to be buying more coins. A little bit I did have, though. I bought into Peerex, which wasn't much, but enough to allow me to monitor the coin on a day-to-day basis. And I really don't know how the coin is going to end up, but looking at their roadmap and their projected launches and news upcoming in the next 2 quarters, it's very possible it moves in a positive direction. So just another reason to educate myself on another coin. The casual perspective asking, is there going to be a market crash? That happened this morning, that's for sure. It was more of a flash crash, as we recovered very quickly, but we did drop substantially as we went over at the beginning of the stream. Where were we? Vechain went all the way down to 4 cents. Amazing buying opportunity right there. And of course, is back to 5 cents already. So while the entire market suffered this morning, it looked like people took advantage of it, which is what we like to see. Mr. Anwar Ball asks, which platform can you buy Peerex? Can't see it on Binance. Right. We just discussed that. It looks like for you to move into the Peerex space, you're going to have to use a swap exchange. I personally went through the process this morning, and I created a MetaMask wallet, then linked Uniswap to the MetaMask wallet. There you can fund your MetaMask wallet with Ethereum, which is linked to Uniswap, and you can just swap your Ethereum for Peerex there. Now, of course, there are substantial fees involved because the Ethereum gas fees right now are through the roof, which is why these other exchanges, DeFi exchanges that are coming along are seeing so much success, because people simply either can't afford to pay the crazy Ethereum gas fees right now or choose not to. But you can use Uniswap with a MetaMask wallet and swap Ethereum for Peerex right now. And I'm not pushing it. I'm just suggesting it because it's it's about half a penny right now. And according to their roadmap, you know, in the next 3 quarters, well, the next upcoming 2 quarters, there are going to be some substantial moves in the space. And it looks like it's at least worth the risk, being it's only half a penny. Just something to consider, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, McGregor DD from Amsterdam. Mr. Filippo Mazzini, what if we see bigger dip than this one? If we see another bigger dip, I suggest we take advantage of the buying opportunity, and then you hold your coins for when the market completely recovers and more. And then in the next 1 or 2 years, you'd probably be very pleased that you were able to get in during these flash crashes, so to speak. Teach to Reach One says, this is the morning felt like musical chairs. I couldn't decide what to buy fast enough. I know what you mean. I was the same way. When I saw the crash, I was like struggling to get money into my account so that I can pick up some more coins. I was trying to get more Vechain, and then of course the Peerex thing. But yeah, it's a mad scramble whenever there's a flash crash, because those of us that have been in the space for years know that it's just opportunity to reload. And in one gentleman's situation that he mentioned a few minutes ago, he doubled up all his positions on his crypto, meaning, you know, he was able to either sell or just repurchase again when at the low points of the flash crash. So congratulations to everyone who rebought today. Mr. Mayak Dam said there was no flash crash. It was just simple kill of longs before going higher. Well, however you want to explain what happened, it crashed and recovered, aka flash crash. Right. It could have been, like you said, manipulation, or however you want to put it, but ultimately we can see what happened, right? So Los Domos with the $5 super chat. Great streams. What do you think about Cosmos and Algorand for long-term investment? I hear good things about Algorand. I don't have a ton of information on it. It's one of the coins I need to research some more, and I'm not too familiar with Cosmos, but I do hear really good things about Algorand. I really do. Mercedes-Benz is expecting another crash, ladies and gentlemen. It could reach 2 or 3 cents. Anything's very possible here in the crypto space. That's for sure. Crypto space is very volatile. Dogecoin being probably the most volatile coin we have. Mr. Mark Greer says, as the USA enters the night, other half of the world is waking up. See how they will react to the prices. Solana, I'm not too familiar with, unfortunately. Mr. Warrior 7983 Arnold, what's the difference between having a share and having a fraction of a share? Well, kind of That's kind of self-explanatory, but you know, obviously, if you want to look in terms of, I don't invest in stocks, if at all, so I can't, you know, I don't really have any input on that. But if you're referring to cryptocurrency and coins, well, obviously, in terms of Bitcoin, you know, one entire Bitcoin right now is worth 54,000 and change, but a Bitcoin is broken into Satoshis, which is how we are able to get fractions of a coin, if that's what you mean, as far as fractions of a share. And that's how values are generated for all the other altcoins, are done by Satoshis. I have not seen the action with CRO, my friend. Why is Binance banned in the USA? I don't know. I was using Binance a few years ago, and I can't even remember when this was. It was a couple of years ago, it feels like, that they announced that due to some regulations or whatever, they weren't allowed US to trade on it. That's when they created Binance.us. So I think it just had something to do with regulatory issues and restrictions based on the states. Mr. Jonas Valnas, can I buy the new half penny? Please repeat the name again. Cryptocurrency finance. No, we've touched on that a few times already today. The Peerex coin that I personally bought a little bit of this morning, and I would like to see how it pans out there over the remainder of the year. You're going to, the way I did it was basically you need to create a MetaMask wallet, and then you need to link your MetaMask wallet to Uniswap. Then once you have your wallet funded with Ethereum, you can swap your Ethereum for Peerex. And this is what Peerex looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Peerex network, and the ticker is PERX. Again, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. Please do your own research. Do not invest based on my suggestion. I'm just letting you know that I personally bought some because their roadmap is showing that they're going to be coming into fruition over the next few months. And at half a penny, I thought it would be worth at least investing a little bit of money and monitoring the progress of the Peerex network. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys are at least being entertained. Really appreciate it. Jay Church says the Coinbase wallet can also link to Uniswap. Okay, thank you for that information. That's good to know. That's really good to know. If you guys are Coinbase users, Mr. J Church says you can link your Coinbase wallet to Uniswap. Mr. Dam says, second thing is that now we see a V pattern. Before the longs get killed, price was on 54K, and now we're back on this level. Classical killing of longs. Okay, thank you for that comment. Appreciate it. Mr. ACJ Gaming 89 says probably had been said a lot, but ADA is doing great. Again, in 50 cents and enjoying the ride. Yes, of course, ADA is another coin I'm invested in. We touch on almost every day here at the live stream. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at Cardano. Yes, as you can see here, Cardano already recovered, almost as if it never happened, right? Up to $1.10, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be really hard to keep Cardano down regardless of market crashes or corrections or manipulation or anything, because the project, very, very bullish, amazing team, amazing development team, amazing project, and huge partnerships on the government level. So Cardano looking fantastic for the near and long term. So we're very bullish on Cardano here, and looking very forward to very positive things in the future. Teach me to reach one. I am from a little town called Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. I'm about 2 hours from New Orleans. And actually, my mother lived in New Orleans for almost 25 years. While I was growing up, I spent almost every weekend in New Orleans. So very, very, very familiar with New Orleans. What's my opinion on staking coins on an exchange? I personally stake Cardano on KuCoin, and I also stake Vechain in the Exodus wallet. I have no problems doing it. I like the rewards it generates. As long as your exchange is reputable, I don't see a problem with it. Is it too late to buy ADA from Nate? It doesn't. I mean, it might feel like it based on where they were, a few months ago to where they are now. But ultimately, the experts and a lot of predictions on Cardano is that it can approach a $2 to $3 coin at some point this year. So if that's enough profit in, at least speculating for you, then I would say no. It feels like it could still be a great time to invest in Cardano. Strictly opinionated, of course. CRO, I'm not familiar with, unfortunately. Mr. Hunter Viator, I'm from New Iberia. Welcome, Mr. Hunter Viator. Rob Dale says CRO has been moving up in recent weeks. It had a spike this morning during the flash crash. Apparently, there are going to be mainnet staking rewards at 20% annual percentage yield via DeFi wallet starting March 25th. Yes, DeFi, anything in the DeFi space right now is hot. That's kind of why I'm interested in Peerex at half a penny. But Mr. Rob Dale seems to be more knowledgeable about CRO than I am. Obviously, I'm not familiar with it at all. But anytime you can abuse the yields in your favor with DeFi, obviously it's gonna draw a lot of interest. Mr. Moss Blaze asks, where can I buy Cardano? Well, depending on where you are regionally, the most popular exchange in the world is Binance, obviously. If you're not in an area where you can use Binance, there are many options out there, but I personally use KuCoin. And if you scroll down to the description, you can see I have a link to where you can purchase cold wallets to store your crypto, all the equipment I use for my stream, and of course a KuCoin referral code that will help us both if you so choose to use it. Belfast, welcome, Dubiscu. I like that name. Is Dogecoin going to crash after Bitcoin crash? Normally in the crypto space, you'll see coins normally rise and fall with Bitcoin, normally, depending on where Bitcoin dominance is. So it's very common to see coins fluctuate with Bitcoin. Yeah. Dr. Rick asks, where can we buy Peerex? I personally linked a wallet to Uniswap. You can create either a MetaMask wallet and link it to Uniswap. It was also suggested to me that Coinbase allows you to link your wallet to Uniswap. And once you have your wallets linked to Uniswap, which of course is a token exchange site, you can swap Ethereum for Peerex and or other coins. Please keep in mind the Ethereum gas fees are crazy high right now, which is ultimately why the Binance Smart Chain and their DeFi projects have really taken off. So people are looking for less expensive projects to trade on, platforms to trade on. But ultimately, you can link wallets to Uniswap and then swap your Ethereum for Peerex if you so choose. And please remember to do some research on Peerex. Don't do it off of, don't invest based off of my suggestion, as I'm just telling you what I did today and the thoughts I have on the coin, and based that it's so inexpensive right now, I think in my personal opinion it's worth a little bit of risk. Mr. Mercedes-Benz asks, is KuCoin also for Europe? I'm not super sure if anyone in the UK or in the Europe area is familiar with KuCoin or perhaps even uses it. It'd be nice to know if you can use KuCoin there. I think you can, I'm just not certain, my friend. Fundy X, not too sure, unfortunately, Mr. Nate. What do I do apart from crypto? I own 2 bakeries in South Louisiana. One is a wholesale production plant where I make wholesale bread for restaurants. And the second is a full retail shop where we do cookies, donuts, pastries, cakes, pies, basically everything associated with a full retail bakery. I also am married and I have a family. 2 young boys, 13 and 6. I am 44 years old, and I've been in the crypto space for over 3 years. and I decided to start this channel so that we can all get together, share our information, hopefully, and ultimately so that we can make better investment decisions and also support everyone, each other, you know, while we go through these peaks and valleys and that sort of stuff, because the crypto space can be very challenging to people that are not familiar with the ups and downs of the market. Can I explain why Ether gas price is so high? I don't really have an explanation. Perhaps someone that's a little more familiar with the development and technical sides of Ethereum could better explain that than I can. I'll do some research and try and find a better answer for you. It's my social security. I don't think you want to be me, my friend. Welcome back. Pale Moon says kind of slow day today apart from the early morning dips. Yeah, I've been doing everything I can, scrambling to get information for people and, you know, updated news and stuff like that, but it's been a little bit slow lately with nothing massive going on. I'm really looking forward, you know, throughout the year for the Dogecoin development team to, you know, to find out what they're working on for Dogecoin. Very excited for all the upcoming Vechain production, you know, coming out, such as the Vechain Proof of Authority 2.0, and then the Vechain network introducing Vechain, that they're going to be bringing DeFi into the Vechain space. All of that I'm very excited about. But you know, and then of course the little Peerex news, you know, something to keep an eye on. Again, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the project. You know, I was just introduced to it yesterday, and based on the roadmap and stuff I've read, I thought it was worth the investment. So I'm going to be looking into more things. But pulling new information on the coins we normally follow has been a little slow the last few days. You're right, David. That's a good question. The percentage of people watching subs. Let me pull up the most updated information I have on that, because that's something I like to point out. Usually every stream, I like to get the most recent info so that I don't misspeak here, though. That's stuff that we can work on all the time here at the Barely Assassin live stream. Kind of hard to track it down. Here it is. Okay, well, we actually improved on that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take a minute and I'll cut this out for everyone, and then I'll show you guys. See if I got it. Well, it's not working. My son switched keyboards on me, and of course now I can't figure out how to take a screenshot of my... One second. Now we got it. Okay, now we got it. One second, ladies. No, I'm boring you guys, but this is something I like to show. No, it's good. I normally can knock this out really quick, but my son changed the keyboard on me, and so the commands that were working before didn't work now, but I have it. So I'd like to show everyone real quick where we stand. it didn't cut out exactly like I wanted, but let's get the idea. So as you can see here, not the best format, but we are actually up to 15.8% of our viewers now are subscribers. Just a week ago, we were at around 12 or 13%. So we are showing some positivity in that aspect. Basically, what this is showing, you know, it says right there at the top, watch time from subscribers. 84% of those that watch my stream are not subscribed. So we have a ton of room for our viewers to like and subscribe. So if you guys are interested in clicking those buttons for us, that would really be beneficial to the stream, and we'd appreciate any and all likes and subscribes here at the Barely Assassin live stream. Okay, let me go ahead and catch up. Mr. Poor Man Printing says, so today I found out that Powerhouse Fitness Midland is accepting Dogecoins now. Also, Jaja Tequila is using the Dogecoin image on their tequila bottles. Wow, great. More adoption. We love to hear about adoption. David says, please help me out. I need a new keyboard. Well, this is supposed to be a fancy gaming keyboard. I was using like the keyboard that came with my computer from like a decade ago, and my son was convinced that I needed a new one. And of course, now I'm having trouble with it adjusting to this new fancy stuff. Okay, let's see. Mr. Stephen Toth, once again, apparently most credit cards don't allow purchases of crypto. If you add money into your KuCoin account, do you use a credit card or directly from your bank account? Me personally, I've never had to deposit funds into my KuCoin account. Like I said, I've had it open for years, so I can't even remember. But normally, I just send Bitcoin to that account to trade coins that I can't get on Coinbase. So that's how I personally use it, only because I've just had the accounts for years, and I can't even recall doing it another way, and simply because I've had Bitcoin for years in my Coinbase account. It's just how I personally do it. I guess I'd have to actually go try and make a fiat deposit to answer that question for you. I just personally haven't needed to. Ecstatic Addict says, as soon as I heard that Louisiana accent, I hit that sub button. Thanks, man. Didn't realize it was so obvious. Mr. Opinionated Azul says, did we see how crypto dropped today? Thought XRP, Doge, and Bitcoin families all thought today was the day for amazing things to happen. Yeah, that's why I try and avoid the there's some Reddit forums that I follow that I'm about to stop following, because there's so much pump and dump talk and today's the day and this and that. I follow them to get information like that I can verify and bring to the stream, and you know, that's useful. But there sure is a lot of pump and dump and this coin today. There's a lot of that, and that's just unhealthy for the space. So as far as today being some kind of like Super Monday, and I saw it, I know what you're talking about, but I don't pay too much attention to those things. That kind of stuff allows the market to be manipulated, and it's just not healthy for the crypto space. You know, there's no coming into this and getting rich overnight. Of course, you could make substantial gains and all that, but it takes patience. You know, you have to do a lot of research and try and be smart when it comes to that stuff. And that's why we're here. The more information we can share and help each other with, the better it is. And my family just brought me some Raisinets. So if y'all hear some noise on the stream, that's me trying to open the box. I like Raisinets. I'm gonna eat some live. Okay. My thoughts on day trading from Doge to the moon. You know, I'm not against day trading at all. I'm really not. I think it's a fantastic way if you're familiar with the space and are able to, you know, juggle those peak highs and lows and stuff. But for me, being in the United States, the potential tax implications are scary, quite honestly, because, and depending on where you are regionally, like every transaction is a taxable event where I'm at. So like just the headache of dealing with the CPA at the end of the year and attempting to explain how all this works to my CPA is not worth it to me, because, you know, trying to find a CPA that's familiar with the crypto space and how these things work, and you can feel safe and comfortable that they're handling that right for you, is kind of difficult because it's so new and so fresh. So I personally, and even if I wasn't, even if that wasn't an issue, I'm more comfortable the way I'm doing it, just investing for the long term, because my goal is to ultimately get into a position where I have a substantial amount of money that actually can affect my livelihood and my family, as opposed to day trading. But I have nothing against day trading. I just personally don't do it. Okay. Welcome back, Ian Ninja Defender, one of my moderators here, the Regular Assassin live stream, while I'm eating my Raisinets. You don't know what a Raisinette is? Oh my god. Chocolate covered raisins, y'all. Look. Ooh, they good. That's like a staple when we go to the movies. Get you some Raisinets, man. It says California raisins covered in chocolate. Ah, it's good. Okay. Mr. Juan Mujica says it takes 6 days for Ethereum to clear on Coinbase. Afterwards, you can withdraw from Coinbase account to digital wallet. That's right. Coinbase does make you wait 6 days for your funds to clear after you make the deposit. They do allow you to trade right away with those funds, but you can't move the coin off of Coinbase until the deposit has cleared. Mr. David asking if I've ever been to the UK. No, I have not, unfortunately, but I do have kind of some ties to the UK. I'll tell you real quick. So, you know how I mentioned that I own a couple bakeries here in South Louisiana? Well, my wholesale production plant, 4 years ago, I decided to make the investment to buy an industrial bread line, something that a little more automation, so we don't kill ourselves, because the old way of making bread were very physically demanding, so to speak. So I bought this industrial bread line, and it was produced and built in the UK by a company called bakeryequipment.com, and they actually produced they rebrand it as different names and sell it to different manufacturers, but I bought it direct from the company. It was built and shipped from the UK. Took 6 months for them to build it and then boat it over on, like a big ship. And anyway, but I've been using it for 4 years. Fantastic quality, and that's my connection with the UK. Not much, but more than most in the States. You know what I mean? Stephanie Deaton said her son asked if he was the richest man in the world because he has 2 bakeries. No, far from it, my friend. In fact, all the money I make basically goes right back into the company. The only money that I consider mine, that I'm doing anything with, is I'm investing in crypto. Definitely not, my friend. I wish I was. All right. Oh, I love chocolate covered peanuts too. Goobers, am I right? I think maybe. Man. Welcome, Nigeria. I'm not really a trader, my friend. I'm more of a buy and hold for long-term investments here. I'd love to go to the UK. I really would. Do I think Bitcoin could crash more than today's crash? Yes, anything's possible. Today was a significant flash crash, so to speak, or whatever, however you want to call it. But we've recovered pretty well, in my opinion. So that just basically presented some buying opportunities for those that were in position to reinvest. Stuff like that happens all the time. How much money do I currently have distributed across all various cryptocurrencies? Well, I can tell you how much I own of each crypto. I'm a little more comfortable with that. I currently own 500,000 Vechain, about 20,000 ADA, 100,000 Dogecoin, about 100,000 Peerex that I just bought today, and 500 Chainlink, 30,000 XRP, and well, some VThor now because my Vechain is producing them. And then the Bitcoin and Ethereum, not too much. I broke down a lot of my Bitcoin to buy all those other coins, obviously. Did Ripple do well today off the positive court case? I didn't hear. Has any news come out about or did the court start? Did the hearing start? I'm not even sure, man. Maybe that's why they didn't suffer too much during the dip. Joshua 13 Gaming says he's been having trouble buying Doge. What Binance account, KuCoin's account, can't seem to purchase? Well, if you have a Binance account and a KuCoin account, you should be able to buy all the Doge you want. Are you having trouble funding your account, or maybe you're trying to trade in the wrong coin? I'm not too sure, man. The Glossettes in Canada, right? You know, I descend from Canada. We are, I'm a Cajun, but we are descendants of the Acadians in Nova Scotia. So that's why we're French Cajun. For those of you that give a shit. Trying to fund the account. Okay, well, they're not to Joshua 13. They're not allowing you to fund it, or are you just waiting for your funds to resolve? Not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure where you are regionally either. Am I married from Voxia Gaming? Yes. I've been married for 15 years. I got a 13-year-old son and a 6-year-old son. And I'm 44 years old. I'm old, man. Do you think Doge update will be a hard fork? I don't know what the development team is planning. We haven't released any roadmaps or anything. But the truth is, any news we get is going to be good news for the coin. I did not watch the trial, man. I'm going to have to go do some research and see what's going on. I didn't even realize it started, honestly. Welcome back, Frank's Kitchen. I'm not too familiar with Dent, my friend. David, what a question. I'm going to plead the fifth on that, man. 44 is old if you've been working for 30 years like I have. Nights and days for 30 years. Trust me. I feel like I'm 80. But the Raisinets give me that energy, though. Welcome, India. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got a ton of room for likes, ladies and gentlemen. 300 people, 142 likes. Lots of room. Also, if you do choose to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because I go live every day. That way you'll know right when we come up. That way, if I'm able to pull any updated information or late breaking news, you can get that right away at the Breadly Assassin live stream. Not to mention, we have giveaways every week here at the Breadly Assassin live stream. We've already given away over 2,000 Dogecoin. And Saturday we did our first merchandise giveaway. I gave away a gator style Breadly Assassin mask, like protective mask. So you're not gonna want to miss those. They're completely free. All I ask is that you subscribe. So it's kind of definitely a win-win for the viewers. That's for sure. Is there a giveaway this weekend? Yes, absolutely. In fact, we had a giveaway last Friday, and then Friday, this past Friday, and this past Saturday. I'm trying to find a time during the day that's like most popular, where we can, you know, be available to our viewers. Obviously last Friday was much more successful than this past Saturday. So I might make an announcement video tonight or tomorrow morning announcing the date and time. So like I said, turn your notifications on. You'll be notified when that video goes live, and then you'll see I'll give like a full giveaway announcement video with the date and the time and the prize. So turn all that stuff on, and you'll get you'll get the notification as soon as I upload that video. Like I said, it'll probably be in the morning because I work nights, and we'll knock that out for everybody. You guys can make plans to make sure you don't miss it. Stephanie Deaton unsubscribe. What's going on with you? Just mad at me. Welcome, Cleveland, Ohio. Man, Cleveland, Ohio. There's a full moon rising on the Cuyahoga River, leading up to Cleveland through the night. Cleveland, city of lights. The Indians used to be my favorite baseball team, and it was all because of that movie Major League, or The Wild Thing. Ricky Vaughn. Man, that was a great movie. They don't make them like that anymore. Remember that scene when they in the restaurant, and the catcher sees his ex-wife having dinner with that guy, and Ricky Vaughn says, "You want me to drag him out of here? Kick the shit out of him." You know how many times I quote that movie in my life? Oh my god. Okay, anyway, back to crypto. Mobile, Alabama. Welcome, neighbor. You're not too far from me. David says XRP Ripple looks so good for fast transaction. Why? No, Ripple is fantastic project, and as long as they get through those hearings, we've said this all the time in the stream. XRP should take off once they, and if they get through the hearings without much problems, you know. Definitely having technical difficulties. That's all right. I look like Ricky Vaughn. Yeah, that's a compliment. That dude was my idol growing up. In fact, I played a lot of baseball growing up. I played high school, and then I pitched, and I played some adult league after that. And I pitched, and I was able to compete against some people that played in AAA ball, which was very exciting. Man, I'm eating Raisinets, bro. Look, so good. And then Jugwagon says, I got an autographed Major League jersey from Tom Barrington. Yeah, that's the catcher. Yeah, that show there. I might go watch that. Once my 13-year-old is just about at that age where I can let him watch stuff like that. But so we gotta, he needs to see that. He needs to understand. That's a life lesson right there, that movie. Chant says, I recently got into crypto, came across your channel. It's awesome. I like live streams. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. We've been at it for a little while now. We try and catch all late breaking news, anything I can get while I'm live, to bring more information to the community. It's just the last few days, there's not a ton happening. We dug up some things, but ultimately, this is just some peak and valley days and consolidating and whatnot. But the crypto space has been growing like exponentially. Of course, today we had the sell off or whatever happened that it's kind of like a little bump in the road, but we're on our way back up. I'm not too concerned. Thank you, Lynn the Unicorn, for the flattering compliment. Really appreciate it. Mr. David says, "Are you in shape? Your face looks chiseled for bread." Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm in shape. I do have a shape. It's not the most chiseled shape, but I got one. No, man, I'm an average guy. I'm like 5'11", 195 or something. Very average. I definitely have a belly that probably could stand to be slimmed down a little bit, but our food's really good here in South Louisiana, and I don't like working out, so very average. Dad bod, I guess I qualify for that. Is that still a thing? Hi says, what happened to Doge? Do you think it'll get higher? I do think it'll get higher. Ultimately, people need to buy and hold and invest for the mid to long term, and just as the crypto space does well, as will Dogecoin. And we got Minimalicious with the $5 super chat says, what's your opinion on the Pi network? It's about to enter the market fourth quarter, currently with 13 million users. Invitation code to join, Blue Hefner. Yeah, we touched on that a couple days ago. In fact, I don't mind pulling it up once more for everybody, so for those that are not familiar can at least decide for themselves if the Pi network is something they'd like to participate in. And the perfect way to get the information across is this little video I found here that's very informative. So if you guys don't mind taking a minute, we're going to take a look at the Pi network, ladies and gentlemen, so that everyone can at least get an idea to make the decision for themselves.
The future of money is evolving rapidly, and no one wants to be left behind. Mining Bitcoin is time and energy intensive, requires extensive physical resources, and advanced technical knowledge. Introducing Pi, the first and only digital currency you can mine on your phone. That's big. This novel approach, developed by Stanford PhDs, allows you to mine cryptocurrency on your phone by leveraging your existing social connections with no cost and no battery drain. Have a phone? You've got Pi. It's time to join the revolution. Download Pi today for Apple or Android and get your piece of the pie.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, just a brief introduction to the Pi network. So if anyone is interested in looking into that a little bit further, please do some research and see if it's something you might be interested in. And thank you, Minimalicious, for the $5 super chat and bringing that to our attention today. Thank you. Shy Guy says, Brazzers accepted Doge to the moon. Here we go. Let's take a look at what Brazzers is for those that aren't familiar. Like me. It looks like Brazzers is an official high definition porn site. So in tune to the acceptance of Dogecoin at Pornhub, Brazzers officially starts accepting Dogecoin. So more adoption, regardless of what space it's in, is fantastic news for Dogecoin. I'm not pulling it up. I mean, I'm not that dumb. You don't think I'm just gonna turn it on, not knowing what it is? I don't know what's scarier, me not knowing or everyone here knowing what it was. Right? Everyone's like, I know exactly what it is. Don't touch it. I don't know. I'm kind of proud of myself that I actually didn't know what it was. Everyone's like, no, dude, we know what it is. Y'all are wild, man. Good time. Good time at the Brilliant Assassin live stream. Don't touch it. Oh no. I had my display capture button ready, but I wanted to see first. I mean, what if it was like, what if it was exactly what it is? Oh, I don't know, man. Good times. Fantastic content. I like stuff like that. Except the other day, about a week ago when that guy tricked me into saying that derogatory term. That was uncool, bro. It was funny, but not cool. Okay, let's see where we at. I almost ate that whole box of Raisinets on the stream. The Bradley Assassin. Welcome to the dojo, yeah. Remember that? Hi, welcome to the Bradley Assassin live stream. You're at the dojo, yeah. We got Brazzers. We got Pornhub. Welcome to the dojo, yeah. If someone's in the room listening to what you're watching, they're like, what are you watching? Turn that off. Later Days says, we used to buy pizza and dope with Bitcoin back in the day in the Silk Road. Man, I've heard some horror stories about like guy buying 2 pizzas with like 10,000 Dogecoin. I mean, I say horror story, but you know, that's how adoption happens. You know, no one knew it was going to become this. Everyone was, you know, those that own Bitcoin were hoping, but adoption's adoption, right? At some point, you have to, it has to be moving through society, you know. So Mr. Bikash Kalita, best crypto for long-term investment. I personally love the Vechain project and Chainlink project. Those 2 companies and projects in the crypto space are my 2 favorite for long-term investing. There are thousands of cryptocurrencies that others feel more bullish about and whatnot. And of course, I don't have information on all of them. I try my best to educate myself. But over the last few years, based on the research I've done and my personal investment choices, I really like Vechain and Chainlink. Welcome, Netherlands. We have quite a few Netherlands watchers. Appreciate the views. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We clearly have some room for likes and subs today. Mr. Peter Connor says, Lynn and I bought the dip, $100 in Cardano and 100 in Vechain. Congratulations on being able to get in during the you know, the dip / flash crash, whatever you want to call it. Definitely fantastic buying opportunities for everyone that was monitoring. As I personally bought a little bit of Peerex today, a company that I was just made aware about yesterday that looks like it's going to be an exchange bringing DeFi to it. And it's only at half a penny. And the roadmap says that in the next 2 quarters this year, that's when everything is going to come into fruition. So I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm just letting you guys know what I personally did. And at half a penny, I figured it was worth a little bit of a risk. So that's what I did today to take advantage of the dip. Mr. Spencer Clark asking any Vechain updates. Unfortunately, no. Every time before I go live on stream, I usually look up all the coins we discuss and try and find any, you know, breaking news or important information. And every day, you know, it's getting more and more difficult to find stuff and whatnot. But I didn't see too much on Vechain today. All I could really find was the fantastic news on Chainlink partnering with that company in South Korea. So that was pretty much the biggest news I could find amongst the coins we discussed. We got see the gentleman Memory in chat. That is my son. Memory has a gaming channel where he plays Fortnite and stuff like that. If you guys are into Fortnite, he's really good. Him and his friends they embarrass me when I play. So if you guys are interested in checking out some Fortnite play from a 13-year-old in South Louisiana, check out this gentleman Memory. I think his YouTube channel is Memory also. I have to give him a shout out. It's my son. Can you not use terms like penny for the non-US audience? Unfortunately, a penny is a penny to me here. I don't know how to convert a penny, especially if I don't know where you are. And secondly, I probably couldn't do it anyway. When I say in it for long term, how long is long term? I don't plan on moving any of my coins for a couple, 2 or 3 years. Now, if in a year from now, Vechain's at $2 or $3, I'm gonna have to consider it. But I'm thinking the longer you hold your coin, if you're in position to just hold, and like financially you're not killing yourself or making sacrifices, the longer you hold in this space, I think the better it's gonna get. So, like I said, 2 or 3 years for me is long term. But if we continually see gains across this time, it's gonna be very difficult to just not hold until you can practically retire, honestly, depending on the size of your bags and how much you're invested, of course. Minimalicious, what about BTT? Another coin I'm not too interested in. They've been around for a long time. I remember mining that coin 2 or 3 years ago, and you know, I could be completely wrong, but it looks like a low market cap coin that a lot of people decided to inflate. And I try and stay away from the pump and dump type stuff. I could be wrong, but I just don't see why all of a sudden BitTorrent would have something to offer when it's been around for a couple of years already. I could be wrong. Did I see Chiliz have big partners UFC? I did not, my friend. I have to check that out. Minimalicious, I hold over 1 million coins. Well, congratulations on your bag, my friend. That's amazing. The Connor says, I'm moving 2 Litecoins over to BlockFi in the hope to make interest on it. Offer me 6% a year. Yeah, sure. Anytime you can use your coins to generate or yield a percentage, gains in that aspect, or even rewards in some cases, I'm all about that. I really like doing that. I stake my Vechain and I get VeThor as reward, and I stake my Cardano at KuCoin and I get rewards there. So yeah, I have no problems with staking, or even just holding for percentage, what percentage gains. What do I think about TRX Tron? Is that Tron symbol? Take a quick look. I think it is. Yeah, Tron. Yeah, I think Tron's fantastic actually. It's real attractive to a lot of people because the network fees are so low. So that alone will keep it, notable and in the trading space and popularity amongst the development side. Tron's a good project. Captain Chronic asks, do I have any ADA? Yes, I do own ADA. I'm very bullish on ADA and I'm looking forward to see what they achieve over the next year at least. We'll look at Chiliz, please. Okay, let me see what Chiliz is. World's leading blockchain fintech provider. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on and then I'm gonna bring everybody over now that I know it's not a porn site. Okay, so this is Chiliz, the world's leading blockchain fintech provider in sports and entertainment. Chiliz developed the Socios.com sports fan engagement platform, which is built on the Chiliz blockchain infrastructure and uses $CHZ as its exclusive on-platform currency. And it's showing some of their partners here in this little scrolling ticker, or marquee, I should say. And it says, Chiliz is a currency option for blockchain-backed products and services geared towards mainstream consumers. We want to elevate everyday experiences, fan engagement and entertainment, alternative payment solutions for conventional products, and more. Chiliz provides sports and entertainment entities with blockchain-based tools to help them engage and monetize the audience. And this is the fuel for this is the cryptocurrency for their blockchain. Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. Worth a little bit more research on my part. If you guys want to look further into Chiliz, Mr. Shy Guy says we need to check it out and do some more research. Definitely worth a look. Sake asking what to mine after Ethereum moves to 2.0. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what remains and becomes the most effective to mine. Obviously, in terms of profit, I guess we won't know till it actually happens, and the network, the network lets us know. 40K official. What's your thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Just got on this live stream. Not sure if you talked about it already. Yeah, Ethereum Classic we don't touch on too much here because obviously, Ethereum was created as an improvement over Ethereum Classic. There's still obviously projects on that blockchain and on their network that obviously you can't just dissolve them. So I don't know. I would think it just becomes kind of stagnant and stale over time with all the new coins and an upgraded blockchain projects and upgraded networks and that sort of stuff. I could be wrong, but like I said, it just seems like since they've already improved on it. I don't really know. What about Cake? Is it more a hype coin, isn't it? No, not really. Let's pop on over and take a look at Cake. We hadn't looked at it yet today. So taking a look at Pancake Swap, of course down just like everything else today because of the crash we had this morning, but on its way back up, already back up to almost $15. Pancake Swap is killing it because the Binance Smart Chain was created and brought in all these DeFi projects where the fees are substantially low compared to all the Ethereum gas fees and network fees right now. So a lot of people that are in the DeFi space and looking to take advantage of all these great yields have moved or are moving to Binance's Smart Chain. And of course, hence Pancake Swap is really taking off. That's kind of why the whole Peerex thing, I'm not expecting it to become an overnight success and go crazy like the blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, and Pancake Swap and everything on there, but it's worth a risk for my opinion at half a penny right now. But that's why Pancake Swap and the Binance Smart Chain has really taken off. People are tired of paying those crazy Ethereum fees. CRO I'm not familiar with. VRA I'm not familiar with. What about Hydra? Again, there are thousands of coins out there, ladies and gentlemen. I do my best to be educated on them all, but I'm not familiar with those coins yet. I do write down what you guys suggest, and I cross out my list and I go down the list. That's why we touched on Peerex. That's why we touched on the energy token, ERT. That's why we touched on Peerex, all that kind of stuff. One word Doge says, hey, people will Doge going past 5.3 cents tonight. It's possible. We do seem to be back on track after the crash this morning. If you look at the charts, this is definitely a trending up pattern. Drama Chase says, I have some Cake, but I don't know if I should hold it long term. A lot of different opinions. Yeah, it's obviously that's speculation. It's impossible to know. It certainly looks good right now, though. Thoughts on Dodo? Yeah, Dodo is another project. I think it's like another swap project, if I'm not mistaken. Anything right now in that Binance Smart Chain, there's gonna be traffic and activity on due to the low fees and people wanting to use it. So yeah, Dodo looks good too. Chris Prejean. Sounds like you're definitely from around here, my friend. Polkadot did well during the crash. Let's go do another coin market recap right now, as it's about that time, because we are an hour and a half into the stream, and we're gonna do another coin market cap recap real quick of the Barely Assassin live stream. And here we are. The entirety of the coin market cap right now is at $1,665 billion. Bitcoin in the number one spot at $1,025 billion. The coin is sitting at $54,354. Ethereum in the number two spot at $1,785. Binance Coin in the number three spot at $268. The aforementioned Cardano up to the number four spot at $1.10. Cardano really not even affected today. Looks fantastic. Recovered very quickly. Tether, the dollar coin, in the number five spot. Polkadot also recovering very nicely at $37.68. XRP not affected whatsoever, up to 57 cents. Number 8 is Litecoin at 208. And Chainlink, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in the crypto space, at number 9 at $31.56. And rounding out the top 10 is Bitcoin Cash at $632. Other coins of note here at the Barely Assassin live stream we like to keep tabs on are Stellar Lumens at 46 cents, Uniswap at 27.69, Dogecoin at let's see, 5.3 cents in the number 14 spot. Coming down to some other projects of note, Tron at 5.4 cents, Theta at $3.33. My number one favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space is Vechain in the number 30 spot, back up to 5 cents. And the Graph, which I'm also invested in, at $2.02. And I believe we had some action in the stream. Yes, we got a $5 super chat from Poor Man Printing asking, how's it going? It's going okay, my friend. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Very, very generous. Appreciate all the super chats and donations here at the Barely Assassin live stream. Makes my job a little bit easier. Chris Prejean, Lafayette, live in Utah. Live in Utah. Got you. Thank you, man. I'm from Brobridge. Good to see a neighbor. Poor Man Printing. Maybe you can make a small trade so I can understand how to work KuCoin. Can't find much on the web. Well, it works just as any other exchange. I'm not sure exactly what you mean or what you're having trouble with. I don't know if you're familiar with trading cryptocurrency or buying and selling cryptocurrency, but you can either purchase funds directly on KuCoin and then use your funds to purchase coins that way, or if you have coins in another wallet, you can send them to the wallet of that particular coin on KuCoin and trade that coin for other coins. Kind of all works the same on all exchanges. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Let's see. We got some room for some likes and some subscribes, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to do that. That's the only way we can get the channel to continue to grow. Eyes wide shut. Do you think they'll implement a burn for Dogecoin? We hope so. We really do. You know, like I said, any news that comes out of the development team on Dogecoin is going to be good news. Initially, I think some murmurings were that it was some scalability issues due to the influx of volume and the popularity of the coin. But if the development if the development team is back working on it, it could be anything, and anything that comes out is going to be positive. So whether it be coin burn, a cap, or a fork, or anything, we're really hopeful, and we're very excited to get some information on that. Justin Share asks, where can I buy Cardano? Well, depending on where you are regionally, ultimately, if you are able to use Binance, I think Binance would be a fantastic choice. If you can't, I personally use KuCoin. KuCoin trades in a lot of coins. They trade in Dogecoin and they trade in Vechain. That's why I personally like to use them. If you are interested in at least taking a look at KuCoin and seeing if it's something for you, you can scroll down into my description. In my description, I have links to some cold storage wallets, all the equipment I use for my stream, so that you guys that were asking that beforehand can get direct links to the equipment I use. And then down at the bottom, I do have a KuCoin referral code. that you can click on that will help us both. Tommy R, yes, all the coins on KuCoin are in a wallet, in wallets, I should say. They'll give you the wallet address, and you can trade and do what you want to do with your coins in your wallets. Any words about BNB? Nothing, except that, you know, obviously they had a huge run up because their smart chain that they developed brought in all the DeFi coins, and people were able to trade at a much significant, a much lesser cost and much less expensive gas fees than on the Ethereum network. That's obviously why the Binance coin has really taken off. Best wallet that gives interest from Mr. Ronnie McCluskey. Well, depending on the coin, obviously. You know, it can get really deep if you start digging into DeFi. But as far as just depending on what coin, if you want to stake a coin, it really depends on the coin itself to see what kind of percentage it gives you or what kind of rewards it gives you. You kind of have to do some research on the specific coin you're interested in staking. Why is my chat moving way up there now? All right. How they mess with my... It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah, all of this looks off. Something happened. Thank Zula. Do I know of any news coming up on VET? Not an actual date or anything or any announcements. We do know that we are waiting for the Vechain Proof of Authority 2.0, and we're waiting for Vechain, their new exchange where they're going to be bringing in DeFi. All that stuff is happening this year, but as far as dates, no, unfortunately, I do not know. I see what happened. My chat got moved. Somebody messing with my chat, bruh. Is Shiba worth trying? I'm not familiar with Shiba. Algorand, again, that's one of the coins I have written down that I need to do some more research on. Not super familiar with Algorand, but I do hear good things about it. I figure out why my stream labels are so screwed up. Did y'all hack me? Where do I think the market's going after this? Up. I think the market's in just a continual climb right now. You know, you're gonna have days like this where you have road bumps and speed bumps or whatever you want to call them and things like that. But ultimately, I think the crypto space as a whole has been going up for a long time and is going up. Mr. Rise Noel, you recommend using MetaMask, and the network fee gas prices are ridiculous. Well, I recommended using MetaMask for those that weren't familiar with how to link a wallet to Uniswap. Of course, you can link your Coinbase wallet if you so have one to Uniswap as well. And yes, the Ethereum fees are crazy right now, but ultimately that was one of the few ways for me to swap into Peerex. It's just a little more difficult coin to get a hold of, so that's why I suggested it for that specific coin. I normally don't use, that's the only thing I've ever used MetaMask for. And Ambient Vise is right, suggesting to just transfer XLM, then trade XLM for whatever coin you want, as XLM right now is one of the cheapest fees and gas fees they got. Common Man says, how is your experience on lending options in KuCoin? I don't personally do that. The only thing I do on KuCoin is stake my ADA. I don't borrow against my coins or anything like that. I never invest more than I can afford to lose. Do I think the recovery will be quick? I do, and it's already recovering somewhat. What do I think of Tether and market manipulation? Do you see a connection? Well, you have to have stable coins to trade in and out of and that sort of stuff. So I don't really see that coin being affecting the market as much as giant sell-offs of Bitcoin and that sort of stuff. Quick check on something for a viewer. Find it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe while I'm trying to pull up some information real quick. Appreciate it. Try and find some information for a gentleman real quick. Okay, so I was asked at what the yields are on ADA in KuCoin, and right now the expected annual yield is between 1.5 and 8%, with a minimum holding of 100 ADA. So obviously it fluctuates pretty drastically, like most coins that when you're staking, but that's good enough for me because I was just holding ADA anyway. So it's kind of like I didn't buy ADA just to stake it. I wanted ADA for the coin. So it's kind of just like a little bonus. So thanks for the inquiry on ADA staking. I'm going to look into Algorand tonight, my friends. Mr. Zach Freelancer says, I don't think Dogecoin is going up. And this this blank is a waste of time. Okay, well, thank you for the comment, my friend. If you're not interested in the coin, I would suggest not investing in it, as sounds like not something you're looking into. So good luck, my friend. I hope whatever coin or investment choices you make work out fantastic for you. Is that a Bitcoin grab behind me? No, it is Dogecoin. We always monitor Dogecoin here, as I have the ticker and the graph up all the time. But the other Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance coin tickers stay up, as they're just popular coins. And of course, we touch on all the other coins that I am familiar with here every day. Up to 200 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everybody for participating. SOL, do not have a comment on it right now. Don't have any information. Mr. Muhammad says, I'll take his win if he gets picked to beat 1,000. Well, next time we have a giveaway. Our giveaways are always live here at the Breaded Assassin live streams. Don't forget, hit that notification bell after subscribing so you won't miss any of the free giveaways that we have here every week. And make sure your notifications are on, because tomorrow morning I will be uploading the latest video announcing the next giveaway date and time. So make sure you have notifications on. XRP, everything for XRP is looking really good, as long as they can get through the hearings that someone told me started today. If they come out winners, expect to see massive volume increases in XRP, as a lot of people are just in hold mode. But the risk versus reward is really great on XRP right now. RIN, not too familiar with either. That's another coin on my list. There's about 5 coins on the list that I need to do some research on and prepare some graphics so that we can touch on it. Mr. John Anderson says, once they create a Dogecoin derivatives market, I'm sure it'll go up. Yeah, I would think so too, if that happens. Misinclined says, I got 600 to diversify, thinking VET, ADA, and IOTA. Thoughts on that, on the current prices, or I can go in one or two of them. Well, let's take another quick look at Vechain and Cardano. I have those prepared, and right now Vechain is sitting just under 5 cents, which in my opinion is a fine time to invest, because like I said, I invest for long term, and I think ultimately if Vechain approaches the 20 to 25 cent mark, like I think it can this year, and $1 within the next 2 or 3 years, I don't think we're going to be upset or barking over a penny at that time. So Vechain to me feels like a good buy at any time. And then of course Cardano right now at $1.08 didn't really I mean it did take a downturn with the crash that happened this morning, but recovered very quickly. So came out of this whole situation today with flying colors, as Cardano is just so bullish right now. It's going to take a lot to knock it down. Very bullish, fantastic team, and huge partnerships on the government level. And IOTA, I don't have too much of a comment on, my friend, but I can definitely say Vechain and Cardano look like fantastic investments in my personal opinion. And please remember, I'm not an expert, not a professional. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Certainly not a financial advisor. And Mr. Ronnie McCluskey once again chiming in on Algo, saying closer to $1 right now, but almost hit $2. So he's suggesting that it's a coin we might want to look into. ATOM, not super familiar with. A lot of these coins I've looked at before, but haven't done a ton of research into, so I don't really want to comment on them until I have some time to make the graphic and spend a few hours researching the development team and their roadmaps and stuff like that. It's just with thousands of coins, it's difficult to get to all of them. But I'm definitely going to take a look as soon as I can. In fact, I just bought a brand new laptop, came in today. It's sitting right on the side of me. I've been updating it throughout the stream so that now when I go attempt to get some sleep, which I don't sleep, I sleep about 4 hours a day, but now I can bring my laptop with me finally and do research on these coins instead of looking at my phone and destroying my eyes all night. So I'm excited for that. Be able to catch up much faster on coins. Mr. Chris Prajon says, bought $1,000 worth of Ethereum. Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, bought $1,000 worth of Ethereum at $15.60 this morning. Do you think this was a steal? Last time, it's funny you say that. Last time I bought into Ethereum was at $1,500. So I think it's a fantastic buy, as things look very good for Ethereum too. Take them. John Anderson says, I got some Polkadot for $3 each when they did the redenomination. I can't even say that word. Now they're like $40 each. Those help. Yeah, that looks like a fantastic purchase. Congratulations on that. Redenomination. There we go. Good Lord. I do not invest in stocks at all. Yes, everything recovered super fast. I'm sure there were a ton of buy orders for those when the flash broke through those limit points, you know. So I'm sure a lot of buy orders, as you can see, made it recover really quickly. And we are at the 1 hour and 51 minute stream mark, ladies and gentlemen. We typically stream for about 2 hours on an average day. Sometimes I'll try and go a little longer on giveaway days and that sort of stuff. But I'll tell you what, and like we do every day here at the Barely Assassin live stream, I will stream for another 9 minutes to hit the 2 hour mark or 300 likes. We are currently at 207 likes. So whichever one we get to first, 300 likes or another 9 minutes, I'll leave it up to the chat. What's the current mining difficulty for Dogecoin? Let me take a look. We had touched on this the other day. I'll take a quick look for everyone and we can point that out. And I'll move to the 3 month. Let's go to the 3 month, and I'll bring it up here on screen. So as you can see, this is the Dogecoin difficulty chart for the last 3 months. And as you can see back here, we had a low point right here of a difficulty of 2.6. And then of course, this was when there wasn't a lot of activity in Dogecoin. And then we dropped all the way down to 2.2 in right at the beginning of February. And then that's kind of when things start to really take off for Dogecoin and the crypto space as a whole, but Dogecoin in particular. And you can see the difficulty rising and rising and rising, hitting a peak of 5.6. So from 2.2 to 5.6, more than doubled, and then leveled off a little bit and is down a little bit right now. I'm going to back up a little bit and go to the 1 week. And right now we're sitting at 3.6. So back to the 3 month chart, 3.6 is kind of back to average before all the Dogecoin hype. Way over here, as you can see, 3.6 is here back in January. So back to average. Oops, I'll be pressing wrong buttons. Okay, let's see if I can catch up a little bit. Again, 7 more minutes remaining in the stream or 300 likes. It looks like we're gonna get that 7-minute mark, as we're only up to 220 likes. Mr. Hamada El Deeb says, I got 10,000 Cardano. Congratulations. Mr. Zula asks what we think an ADA will be at by Saturday. Again, you can't really speculate for these flash crashes or all the things that can happen in the crypto space. But being that ADA has been running really, really strongly and is back up to $1.08 last time I checked a few minutes ago, it can go back down and below $1, or I think best case scenario, well, not best case scenario, but we could break through the $1.10 again, upwards of $1.15. Seems reasonable. You know, I don't have the charting in front of me, and you know, I'm not an expert when it comes to reading graphs, but that just feels like we could approach the $1.15 mark if everything continues to stay positive like it has been. ADA is very bullish right now. Captain Chronic 420 says, you should do what this dude on Twitter said to do. Buy your kid $10 in Doge and have him learn about memes, trading Doge and investments. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Do you like XLM? I like XLM. Like I said, I always kind of felt it like almost a hedge against XRP. As I've always noticed, XLM runs with XRP as they're kind of similar in projects, in my opinion. So I think that if XRP comes out of the hearings as winners, I think you can see XRP move while XLM either kind of goes a little stale or can even retrace a little bit. So that's how I feel about XLM right now. I could be wrong, but that's just what it seems like it's been moving with the last couple months. Yeah, and don't forget, we do have merchandise for the Bread Assassin live stream if you guys want to check that out. I don't have the link in my description, but on the YouTube channel at the very top on the banner or on the About page, we have links to the merch if you guys want to check it out. But ultimately, likes and subscribes is how we get things done. And hit that notification bell because tomorrow morning, we're going to be uploading the latest video on the upcoming giveaway. I haven't announced the prize yet, the date or the time, but that will be launched tomorrow. So make sure that you have the notifications on and you can get the announcement right away. Does my son want noodles again? He wants to go play football before the sun goes down. So running out of time, and thankfully we have 3 minutes left in the stream. We were approaching the 2-hour mark and we're up to 225 likes. So about 3 minutes left in the stream. We like to try and go a full 2 hours every day. Of course, we will stretch it out on days when we have a wider and more aggressive audience, and on days when we have giveaways and that sort of stuff. But on normal days, when we're struggling for late breaking news or information, 2 hours is kind of where we've been falling. It seems a good amount of time. We can fill the space with some at least nice discussion and get everybody's opinions on things. And real quick before I go, let me check the Twitters and all my news outlets in case anything came through the waiver wire. I don't want to miss anything. I just opened the screen that I don't know how I did it. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything late breaking, so I think we've got most everything covered, at least in discussion wise, that we went over today. And hopefully we'll get some fresh news in the next 24 hours before we stream again tomorrow. As I love bringing news and positive action to the stream, we just have been pretty stagnant in information lately. But it's coming in the next few months. We're just going to be bombarded with updates and positive news and huge coin movements. It's going to be very exciting. CRO, I've got asked about that 5 or 6 times today. I don't have an opinion, but it is written down, and I'm going to look into that tonight on my new laptop. I'm pretty excited for that. And that's kind of it for now. We officially hit the 2-hour stream mark, up to 230 likes. So the participation was amazing for the amount of people we had viewing today. So I'd like to thank everybody for taking some time out of their day to watch the Breadly Assassin live stream. All the likes and all the subs. And as I mentioned, don't forget to hit the notification bell and look for that uploaded video that I'll be putting out tomorrow morning. And you guys will be notified on when the next giveaway is, the time, and what the prize is going to be, so we can look forward to that at the end of the week. So that's it for now. Thanks everyone. I'd like everyone to stay safe, stay warm. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks. Goodbye.